Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I got a brand new invention to show you. Why, it is called the PU Mark 7. It's a plane that drops to like poison gas in Minecraft. aka lingering potions. I decided to invent this. I thought of two though, and now it's like, oh, lingering potions too. They've been in the game for so many years, but it's like no one's ever really used them. I thought of too, what if I make two, like, a bomber plane, well, that drops lingering potions. In particular, instant damage too. Yeah, I was considering not even building this. I was like, did I go a little bit too far with creating chemical weapons in Minecraft? And I thought, nah, we completely threw ethics out the window as soon as what I invented to, like the sonar, like chat-based sonar. So yeah, I'd be considering this fair. And I mean, I could have made it even more effective, honestly. But I decided to, though. Like, okay, it's game-friendly enough. All is fair in warfare. Anyways, so here's how it works. Sounds off, right? Just gotta double check that. Yep. First off, you start it way up by then throwing a trident into the target block. This is like the same design I use for all my flying machines. God damn. And so yeah, sorry, I just gotta suck at shooting at this. It's like a target. It's like an off switch. Largely depends on your skill at aiming. There we go. Almost forgot to turn this off. Get rid of this. Let's see. And then to start it up, yep, it's the same. It's just like my TNT bomber. Goddamn! Why do I suck so much at this? Okay, there we go. Yep. As you can see, just goes flying along. But I can say, though, this one's, like, optimized way more than my TNT bomber. With my TNT bomber, I realized there were so many pistons that just weren't really doing anything. I don't need two sticky pistons pulling just one little piece here. So I optimized it to where, yahoo, now we just got, like, half the amount of pistons. Like, this is, like way cheaper now. Anyways, and then to stop it, all you have to do is then throw a trident into the target block. You can also use arrows. Oh, wait, no. Wrong target block, sorry. You can also use, like, arrows, too, to stop this thing. But I'm just gonna do the trident. That's, like, infinitely reusable. That's what I would probably use in survival. At least if my aim wasn't so bad. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I realized, too, part of the problem with this thing is just, how do I release all the poison gas? How will that work? Like, okay, so how can I make to an easy, like, on and off switch for this thing? Because I need to, like, okay, dispensers set face down. But the problem is, too, if I pull out an observer here, how observers work, they kind of just face the opposite direction you're looking at. They kind of just face in the direction you're looking at. So it's like, hey, wait a minute, but for observers pointing down like that, how do I then, like, make it point, how do I just reasonably place all those observers? Until I eventually realized, hey, wait a minute, I could just place it like this. Just scooch off to the side. Just gotta snake your way down, and then the redstone signal will snake all the way through. I mean, it does take a little bit. It's within reason, I feel like. Especially considering, too, like, how stealthy this thing is. Because it's built so high up, you can't see it. It's a literal stealth bomber. If I just fall right down here, yep, just disappears. Now, I know, too, like, all you are dying, like, wanting to see, too, like, okay, like, how effective is this weapon actually? Like, okay, can it actually, like, take down a player? Well, and here it is. Why, like, here I've got two, like, fully enchanted netherite armor and a totem. And here's what it is. As you can see, now that's a lot of damage. it's lasting. Yeah, okay, I admit a little laggy, but I think it's just within reason. The frame rate isn't too awful. Yep, and as you can see, it can slowly but surely game over a fully geared player. Oh, and as you can see here, not only is the PU Mark 7 super effective against just one target, it works on entire groups of targets. Just wait for it to come in, and yep, all of them are taken down. Yeah, any player, like, within this big old cloud is gonna be affected. So now, here's how you build the PU Mark 7. First off, what you do is you take like a honey block here, and then build it like a T here. Well, upside down T, like an upside down hammer. Then, you place a target block there. And then, powdered snow. And then just add just these blocks on the side, just so then you hit like the limit of how many blocks this can push. Oh, the powdered snow wouldn't stop it otherwise, unless this is 12 blocks here. Yeah. But then, also after that, place an observer down here. Followed by then, a piston, about how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And then, just do this again, but like for another 6 times. Yep. And then after that, you're done there. After that, then you have to build the thing that'll like push this thing along and make it all loop around. Next up, what you gotta do is build this line of honey blocks here. Or also observers, that's perfectly fine too. And then after that, build it to where it'll just push itself along. Oh, but this is an area where, it differs quite a bit from my TNT bomber. And then, to make sure that this thing isn't traveling too fast, you gotta try and avoid lag as much as possible. I build this forwards like this, and then place the piston right here. And here's the piston that starts the thing up. First, what you do is place a honey block in front of the upside down T. Then, place a piston right in front of that. Followed by then a block there right behind that piston, with an observer on top. But then here's where it gets interesting. Build up here. Have the piston facing over here. A honey block both supporting the target block and supporting the redstone block. So that then, as soon as when this piston gets pushed, it'll activate the on switch. And there you go. You've got the engine complete. So now, we can get to work building the actual platform. First off, what you gotta do is you place down these pistons. Oh, right, forgot to pull out the slime blocks. Place that in the middle there. You can also place honey blocks in the middle. It doesn't really matter. I just place the honey blocks on the edge for aesthetic reasons. But yep. Place a honey block in the middle, with then the honey blocks, place a slime block in the middle, with then the honey blocks on the side. Oh, and then build 4 honey blocks on the side. Good. Then proceed. Build observers, the power part, plate stemming down. Good. Then do the same for this place. One on the edge and then one on the inner middle. Then, after that, place 2 white sticky pistons on the back here. Oh, and I almost forgot to, but also make sure to, you do the same to this one in the middle here. The next step is that you have to try to, and web out, all these pistons here. First off, starting with the middle here. Do this 2 times. And then for the ones not near the edge, you gotta do the exact same. Yep, you just had to have it all spider out. Like all the inner ones, yeah, you just gotta have it too. Okay, just build out just like it was before. Now these ones are quite interesting, and that these ones have to branch to the side. You gotta have one okay, go out like this normally. But then also too, you gotta have 2 on this side as well. Both sides also have to be perfectly symmetrical. Now, okay, the next part too, what you do here, it starts off pretty simple. All you gotta do is then just build some observers down here. And same with the other side over here, just like what you did in the middle. But here's where things get tricky. Then what you gotta do is, okay, to these 2. Well, okay, what you gotta do for these 2 is actually instead have to a slime block here. Completely disconnected here from the other side. And the rest of this is how many blocks actually? Okay, then what you have to do over here is then extend this out 4 blocks. Okay, then along with 2. Then proceed to have to do a 1 block gap in between each and every one of these pistons. And then you gotta do the exact same for this side. It's complicated, but hey, at least it's symmetrical. And then voila, you are done, with all of these extension portions. Now, here goes the part 2, we actually start building to the dispenser segments that actually start dropping to all the lingering potions. First off, what you do is build out like that, and then down like this. Yeah, just not that different the segment you built over there. But then, what you do is, then you kind of build out like this. And then, you place 2 a dispenser down here, like this. And then finally a hopper above, just for some extra storage. And then, you just repeat that over and over again, until eventually you get, past all of these pistons. Also too, and make sure when you're building each one of these segments, that each segment too, you don't have honey blocks or meeting slime blocks, because then it'll just stick together and I'll just mess everything up. Yeah, but if you use 2 honey and slime blocks interchanging between each, you kind of get a striped pattern. Then it'll all work perfectly fine, as you can see here. After that, then start to filling up all these dispensers and hoppers, with lingering potions. And now finally, you get to the part, the portion of the flying machine that the player actually rides in. And thankfully, it is really simple. All you gotta do is build out like this. Then place like a dispenser right here with the water bucket in here. It makes it too easy to get down to the ground in case you ever need to. Then place 2 cobbled deep slate right there and a barrel right back there. Make sure to fill that barrel with some of your lingering potions. Just fill all to the brim. Then proceed to build 2 segments right here, connecting all up to the piston, with some more cobbled deep slate and barrels filled with lingering potions. And then just keep that up while interchanging honey blocks and slime blocks. But then also too, the passenger area here, it's the only area that isn't symmetrical. So make sure this is a 2-layered area back here, with nothing on the side. And then voila, you're finally done. Have fun obliterating your friends.